All right, welcome back to our Quebec City Nordiques NHL 19 franchise mode, where we bring the Nordiques back to the NHL and see if we can win ourselves a Stanley Cup within the first 10 years of the franchise returning. I'm going to be honest, I'm sick, so I apologize ahead of time if there's a few sniffles throughout this video. I'm going to try to edit as much of that out as I can. I'm also going to be editing out most of the micromanaging that I do in my franchise modes. If you want to see the micromanaging, tune in to our live stream on Twitch, where you'll be able to see how we go through all of this straight up in real time. But for now, just to keep this nice and tight, we're going to go ahead and edit a lot of the scouting out and, in some instances, some of the injuries out as well. When we last left off, at the end of the last episode, we went through where everyone was at on the team in terms of production. We also took a look at some other stats. I think we're just going to jump right into things here and get this particular franchise mode rolling. We're going to go ahead and go up to the trade deadline, take a look at the situation, and I might call it there. We're going to try to watch a game today, and we're also going to move forward past the trade deadline if it looks like we're going to be a competitive team, and there's an easy trade to make. We might do that. The only thing I'm looking at right now with this team is our third-line center. I'm thinking possibly trying to maybe move Stevenson for someone who's a little bit better, possibly a playmaker, but we'll have to take a look. We've got a little bit of wiggle room there, but we don't want to jeopardize anything either. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on things as we get closer to the trade deadline. We'll make that decision. Let's jump right into it. And let me see, what day is it? It is January 9, and that means we have a scouting day on the 10th. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to forward to the next day here, and we are going to go ahead and get started with the scouting situation. I'll take care of that, and we'll be right back. Scouting's taken care of. Our next stopping point is the 14th. We're going to stay on this screen and just advance by day. Nice. Nice. Start off today's stream with, not a stream, it's a sim. Nice starting off today's sim with a win against Florida there. Not bad. Okay. Injured groin. January 19th. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Let me get this handled. All right, injury is taken care of for the next few days at least. We're going to go ahead and just keep moving. Okay, we're on the 14th. That's another scout day. Be right back. All right, scout's been assigned. We're ready to move on. Next stopping point is the 17th. So just a couple days here. We're going to go ahead and sim this game here with, wow, 2 losses in a row. That's not good. Let's go ahead and just keep moving here. We should get a notification that... yep, there it is. Keandre is ready to go, but he is not because it is not the 19th yet. So we're just going to go ahead and move ahead into the 19th, and then we'll take care of him. First, we got to take care of a scout. Be right back. All right, next stop isn't until the 19th. We've got a couple games to go through. Just advance some days. We're also going to have to get the defenseman down in the AHL. Wow, 3-game losing streaks. This is not good. And I'm wondering why that is. Why is that? Wow, 4-game losing streak. We got to get that boat turned around. All right, first things first, let's assign the scout. I got to go through, edit the lines for the AHL. And then I'm going to take a look at what's going on and see if there might be something that I missed. I don't think there was, but I'm going to double check. All right, guys. I went and took care of all that stuff, the scouting and also getting the AHL player back on his defensive line. And I took a look at our guys as well. It just boils down to the fact that our third-line winger is still out, and he's going to be out until the 2nd of February. So we still have a few weeks left here without him, and it's just going to be painful until that happens. We get him back. That's just what it boils down to. We're dropping in the standings as a result of losing all these games. This is not the time for this to be happening, but that's what happens when you get the injury bug, and we're just going to have to fight our way into a wild card spot here unless we can try to pull something out in the next few games, maybe win a few without him. It's not looking good. We may have to go ahead and make that trade for the center at the trade deadline just to try to keep in the hunt for the wild card. But we're going to think about that when we get there. That's not for a little while. We still have at least another month, I think, or month and a half before we have to get to that point. So we're looking at least maybe another 10, 15 games. So we need to get him back quick. And we will get him back before the trade deadline. That's the good news. Just want to make sure he comes back and doesn't get hurt for the rest of the year. He has been hurt 2 or 3 times this year already. All right, so let's jump in. The next stop we have for a scout isn't until the 28th of the month, so we're just going to go ahead and bounce all the way down to the 28th. We got a few games in between then and now. 2 of them, it looks like. A little quicker to go this route with it. We'll skip that. We have nice long chunks. Wow, another loss. Guys, got to turn this around. Oh, come on, guys. All right, yeah, I can't keep losing like this. This is out of control. We got to do something here. We got to do something here. I'm going to take a look at the lines one more time here. See if this stuff still is still on the same trend. Yeah, the first line's getting beat. The second line's getting beat. Third line's looking terrible. Fourth line's still hanging strong. Okay, yeah, so things just aren't clicking. Things aren't clicking here. We need to I need to go through and make some changes. Give me a second, guys, and I will I'll be right back. Okay, after taking a look at everything and taking a look at the trade blocks, there's not a whole lot out there right now that I think would make our team better. So what I did was I just shuffled some things around here. We're going to go ahead and switch Silverberg and Nyquist. They're both rated as a second-line sniper, so we're going to go ahead and do that and make sure that they are maybe that's just something that would get them going. Until we get our third-line guy back, there's not much I can do. Sevier's going to have to play there. But we did switch Stephenson and Nash. We're going to see if this works out. Nash is rated as a third-line checker, and Stephenson's rated as a fourth-line guy. So we're going to go ahead and put him down here on the fourth line and see if maybe this can do something for us, try to get us some depth goal scoring or something. I have no idea. The rest of it is not much I can do. It's just the team that is the team, and this was what we were worried about. We had a great start, but the steam is running out quickly. As other teams grow and continue to get better, our team just isn't, and so we are keeping a close eye on this. The other thing we might be able to do is maybe switch up Palat and Johansson, but if this works out, just switching up the two right wingers, that pretty much does the same exact thing. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're going to give that a shot and see if that helps. And then by the trade deadline, we'll have to make some decisions about maybe offloading some players or trying to bring somebody in to make that push for the wild card spot. We'll have to take a look then. All right, so that is the situation. Let's get back to it. 28th is the next stopping point for a scout here. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that as well. Be right back. So that was quick. I'll go ahead and advance a few days because the 31st is our next stopping point. Maybe this nice long break here give guys the chance to maybe reset, get back into competitive form. We'll find out. Here we go. 2-0 win. Like that. Take care of a scout real quick. This one we'll just keep in here because it's super fast. It's just one guy. Here we go. Here we go. The 5th. Okay. 5th is good because that's right next to one of our other days. Okay, so we don't have to come back until the 2nd, actually. We've got 2 days before we get our player back, which is going to be good. Let's go ahead and advance a day or two. We'll get in here to the 2nd. It is now February 2nd. I'm going to take a look and see where we're at in terms of this injury. February 23rd. That is not good. All right, so he's out until the 23rd with his post-concussion syndrome. That's right around the trade deadline, I believe. Okay. And we are out of the playoffs right now, I believe. Thought I just saw that. Yep. We're out outside the wild card by a point. So these next few games are going to be brutal. We need to find a way to win. We get him back on the 23rd, which is here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Technically 11 games without him. I don't think I should run him on the 23rd if he's not fully healed. So we'll bring him back on the 24th. Because if I lose him for the rest of the season, that's just pointless. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So what are we missing him for? 8 and 3 is 11. 11 games. Yeah, 11 games. That's going to be rough. All right, well, let's give this a shot. 5th is a stopping point. Let's go ahead and just go straight to it. Come on, guys. I need you to get some wins here. Brock McGinn has been injured with a broken nose. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take Brock McGinn out, move Gauntz up, put Lazar in as a backup down here. We're going to move Dano up, move Sevier down here. He's also rated as a 4th line guy, so we can just go ahead and put these 3 together down here on the 4th line, try to limit the damage they can do. And these guys were playing really well together earlier, so we're just going to move them up to the 3rd line. That's going to be the plan. Oh boy, another loss. Yeah, we're in big trouble at this point. Just gonna keep moving forward here, and it might be a fire sale when it comes to Goodrow. No, we're gonna decline that. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a fire sale here at the trade deadline, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm just gonna go ahead and advance one more day and get 2 scouts out of the way at the same time on the 6th. Be right back. All right, next stop is the 8th. It's going to advance a couple days here. Brock McGinn's ready to come back. You know, with a broken nose, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring him back. Hey, we got a win. That's good. We need every point we can get at this point to try to keep ourselves in the hunt. All right, with that scouting assignment taken care of, we can get back to our simming. We're going to take this all the way up to the 13th of February. We're going to go ahead and just stay on this particular screen. 3 games to sim through. We need to see a couple wins here. We really need to see some wins here. We're starting to fall out of competition. That is not good. There we go. There's a win. We needed that big time. We need 1 win here against Colorado, and it's going to be a tough game. 34-18-3. That's a tough team to beat. Come on, boys. You can beat this team. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Got to get those wins. Got to get those wins. I don't care who they're against right now. All right, some scouting stuff I got to do. I'll be right back. With that scouting taken care of, now we can get back to our sim. Looks like our next stop is the 16th. So just a few days away. Boys have 3 days off to try to recover. Celebrate that last win. Plan for Philadelphia. All right, here we go. Let's advance this. Let's not advance it. Let's go take it as a scout. Then we can advance through this. All right, another big chunk of scouts out of the way. Now we can go ahead and sim all the way up to the 28th, which is just after we get our 3rd liner back. So we're still in the hunt. We're only 2 points back. We just need to hold strong here over these next few games, and we might be able to pull something out here. We'll have to see. Get that 3rd liner back and really start to get going again. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way up to the 24th. I'll go up to the 23rd and see if he's fully healed. If he's fully healed on the 23rd, we'll play him. If he's not, we'll sim through it. All right, let's see. How are we going to do against Philly here? Come on, boys. Let's beat Philly. Lost to Philly. Lost to Winnipeg. Come on, guys. Yep, we know he's ready to come back, but I still have too many games between then and when he's fully healed. We cannot risk losing him for the entire rest of the season. All right, let's see if he is ready to play. Oh, wonderful. Fredericton player Scott Harrington has been injured with an injured elbow. Wow, injuries are really kicking us in the groin. Okay, let's get in there and take care of that. I'll be right back. All right, good news. Kaprizov is back. He's fully healed, and he's ready to play in that next game. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Bounce out of here, and we're going to go into Vancouver with that guy back on our team. So our next stopping point isn't until the 28th, right before the trade deadline. Let's play a couple games and see how the team does. If the team doesn't win very well, then I might have to make a change right before the trade deadline here. Otherwise, let's go with what we've got. There's a win. Yes, 5-3 win, too. Nice. Okay, 4-2 loss. Empty netter at the end of the game. Are you kidding me? This guy with his injuries. All right, yeah, we need to trade him and get him off the team because that's just not gonna fly. All right, let's edit these lines. See what I can do about fixing this problem. All right, hang in there, guys. I'll be right back. All right, after taking a look at all of the trade options that were out there, just nothing was going to work for the injured player. Unfortunately, we're going to have to be stuck with him until next year. I'm going to give him a shot next year, and if he continues to be injury-prone, then we're going to offload him then and see what we can do with him. But for now, we're going to hold on to him just to see if that resolves itself. There just wasn't anything good out there that's going to help us get to the end of the year, and it's just going to be a crapshoot. We're going to have to see if we're going to make the playoffs. I don't think we are, but you never know. We could go on a winning streak here. Maybe we find a way and we make it in, but I'm not super hopeful. So our next scouting date is the first here. We've got a scout to do here. I'm just going to go ahead and sim a day. Wanted to update you guys real quick before I jumped in and took care of the scout. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be back to finish out the rest of the season. All right, scouting is all taken care of. We got one more scout to take care of the next day. Let's get right to it. That's fine. Take care of this while I do that as well. Scout is taken care of, and we took care of getting those lines re-edited. So we should be good. Let's go ahead and keep moving. Our next stop isn't until the 19th, so we're going to go ahead and use the calendar mode for this. We'll drop all the way down to the 19th. Keep our fingers crossed that we win some games, because that's all we can do at this point. There we go. Start off with a win right after the trade deadline. I like that. Okay. Let's try to win more than we lose here, boys. There we go. All right. Yeah, we're off to a good start. Of course he has. All right, be right back, guys. Okay, got him out of there. Nice, another win. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boys. We had a tough month there, and now we're starting to bounce back a little bit. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Looking good. Wow, what a bounce back there. I want to take a look at that. So we had a real rough stretch. Right? Where did it start? It started somewhere up here in January. Yeah, we had some real tough times in January. It looks like it was back here. Right around this Calgary game. So we lost a bunch of games here. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. Then we got a win. 8th game we lost. So we went 1-7. 1-9, 8, 1-9, 2-9, 2-10 through the LA game. 3-10, 4-10, 4-11, 4-12, 4-13, 5-13, 6-13, 6-14. 7-14 before the trade deadline, right? Just through that last one. So we lost 1 out of every 3 games, which is terrible, right? We had a terrible, terrible time. But since the trade deadline, we have won. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and drop that down. So we've won the Dallas game here. So that was 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7, 8. 8-1 since the trade deadline. So we've kind of bounced back. So what we were looking at, 7-14. We just won 8. So now we've pretty much evened it out to 50-50, which is really, really good. And you can see our AHL team, the Fredericton Aces, doing real well down there in the AHL. So hopefully those young guys are getting some good growth down there. All right, 19th means we've got a scout date. We need to get in there and take care of Liga. I will be right back. We'll get right back to simming. All right, scouts out of the way. We got another scout on the 20th, another on the 22nd. We're just going to stay on this page. There we go. Take care of the scout real fast. Be right back. This should be fairly quick. All right, 2 more days here. Come on, give us a win. Give us a win. Give us a win. It's a big loss to Florida. All right, one more scouting thing. Be right back, guys. All that's out of the way. The next stop isn't until the 26th for the O. It's a couple days away. We can go ahead and stay on this menu. Oh, he's available to play, is he? Uh-huh, sure he is. Let's go ahead and take a look at when he really is going to be back. This guy with his injury prone. March 27th. All right, good to know. We'll keep an eye on that. We won't bring him back until he's ready. I mean, it's just asking for more trouble. 26 is the next stopping point, so let's go ahead and get to it. We'll get these 2 games in. We're getting close to the end of the season here. We're going to watch one of these last few games here. Oh, great. Allmark has been injured with a bruised shoulder. We've been absolutely hit by the injury bug this year. Injuries are up at 20, so we may have to take a look at maybe moving it down to 15. But I think 20 is fine. It's making it challenging, which is, it can be a good thing. All right, let's get in here, and I'll take care of this. I'll be right back. All right, switched out the goalie for the AHL. We've lost those 2 games in a row. We've lost 3 games in a row. That's not good. We're starting to swing back the other way. I need to take care of a scout. I need to get the other guy back on the team. I'll take care of those two things, and I'll be right back at the beginning of the next game. Okay, got him back on the team. We've got our scout situation taken care of. We're done with scouting until April 29th. Let's take a look. We only have 7 more games. Let's take a look at the calendar here and see which of these games we want to watch. Okay, so we've got, who do we have left? We've got San Jose, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Arizona, Boston, New Jersey, and St. Louis. Good to know. And then how do we look over here? We are in a wild card spot. The Leafs are on our tails. That's not good. So the Leafs are in a fight with us. The Panthers are in a fight with us. We got the Hurricanes who are pushing, and the Islanders. So we don't play any of those teams. And then obviously Washington. I don't think we play any of those teams. Let me double check. No, we don't. But we do have a couple. We'll probably try to see if we can maybe watch one of these games that's going to be an important game down here. So let's go ahead and sim through the Detroit game. Let's sim through the Detroit game and see what happens. See how we do here. 3 games. Come on, buddy. Be healthy. Stay healthy. There's a win. There's a loss. Okay. A win and a loss. Allmark is back. I'm going to edit those lines real fast. I am going to get this goalie back in. And we're just going to play Style Cup for the next game. Yeah, he's got a few games. He's got a few days to rest up. Oh, a 7-3 loss. Okay. 4 games left. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we're outside looking in. We need to win some games. Oh, boy, oh, boy. It's a close one, boys. All right, let's go ahead and sim day by day here and see what we can do to see how this goes. It's going to come right down to it. Okay, we're 2 points out of the wild card slot in our division and 1 point out of a wild card slot in total. We've got a game in hand on both teams that currently hold the wild card spot, so that's good. We just need to win these games. We need to win, boys. Let's go. All right, shootout win. Yes, that's good. All right, that's a good first step. We got 3 games to go. 3 games to go. Both wild cards are in our division right now. So as long as we stay ahead of the rest of these other teams in the Metro, we're in good shape. So Washington and Carolina, we need to see them losing games. We need to hope they lose some games. We're all tied up in terms of games left, so we just need to win more than we lose here. We need to win more than we lose. Who are we playing against? Boston. Boston is in, big time in. They've clinched, so they don't need to win here, but they wouldn't mind playing spoiler, I'm sure. Yeah, this is going to come down to the very last game. Ooh, boy, oh, boy. All right, here we go. Come on. Let's get a win against Boston. Let's get a win against Boston. We can beat Boston. That is a loss. Okay. We are currently out of the playoffs. Washington Capitals have the last spot. Oh, boy, oh, boy. This next game is a huge game. All right, let's watch the New Jersey game. We're going to watch a portion of the New Jersey game. What we're going to do is we're going to do something similar to what you will see when we get to the playoffs, if we get to the playoffs. And that is to real-time sim the first 2 periods and then watch the 3rd period if it is close. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here. Get in here and simulate. And we'll see how the team plays. So we'll go ahead and switch it over to goals only. Crank it up to 8 times speed. And right off the bat, Butcher scores on Lehner. Come on, Lehner. You got to keep the puck out of the net, man. First shot of the game. Are you kidding me? All right, so not off to a great start. 2 goals against on Lehner in the first period. This is not good. Power play for New Jersey. And they score on the power play. Wow. So Lehner is absolutely killing us right now. Lehner, 3 goals on 10 shots, needs to be pulled. 20 minutes gone, and Quebec is not looking good. The Nordiques, only 8 shots on goal. We need to pick it up. This is not good. If we want to make the playoffs, we're going to have to step up. And Kaprizov is right there. And Duchesne answers right back, cutting that lead to 1. Power play for the Nordiques. We're right back in this game. And as I say that, Kapanen scores, stretching it out. Binnington is now in. They pulled Lehner, so he lets in his first. We need to get another goal here just to get it close by the end of the second. Come on, boys. 5 minutes left, down to 4. 3 minutes left. 2, 1. And that's going to do it for the second period. We have 20 minutes left. We're being outshot 24-18. We can get back in this game. An early goal and then a push to tie it up late. We could see overtime. So if we get overtime, we're definitely going to watch that. If we get it close, we might watch as well. But for now, we're just going to sim this one out and maybe watch the next and final game if we still have a shot. So that is the plan. And we're off. There it is. Early goal by Gauntz. That's what we were talking about. We need that early goal. Power play opportunity. A long one. No good. We just need to kill that one off. There we go. Good. 10 minutes left. We got half the period left. Another power play for New Jersey. A lot of power plays happening right now. There we go. We tie it up. All right, let's watch the last 6 minutes here, and we'll see what happens. All right. We're going to jump in here. The one thing I am going to do is I'm going to go into game settings. We're going to reduce the penalties in the rules here from 3 to 1, just because when you have it up at 3 and you're simming and you're watching the game, they take way too many penalties. So that's the only one thing we're going to do. We're not going to change anything else. Should double check to make sure my view is correct. It should be. We're going to be watching on True Broadcast. Visual settings. True Broadcast. We're good to go. All right, guys, let's get in there and watch this last 6 minutes of this game and see if we can come out on top. We'll also watch overtime if it gets to that point. Here we go. And again, boys, I do apologize for not being able to... hold on one second here. We need to do one quick thing. I need to adjust some sound settings. All right, sorry about that, boys. For some reason, I didn't realize I had the sound still routed through my headphones. So now that it's routed through the computer again, we'll be able to hear what's going on out there on the ice. So let's get right back to it. And again, I apologize. I am sick, so you will hear sniffling and general grossness. I apologize in advance. All right, McGinn's got it. He's going to drop it back to Demers. Over to McGinn. McGinn cycles it down to Kaprizov. Kaprizov back to McGinn. Back down low to Kaprizov. Looking for something down low. Tries to do 5-hole. No good. Right out front. Opportunity right there. Gets missed right in the slot. Stephenson picks it up. He's going to get it poked off his stick. Gunnarsson over to Palmieri. Palmieri up the ice. There's a pass over to Coleman. Coleman in the zone. Ooh, nice hit. Green picks it up. He's going to shuffle it down low. Stephenson is able to pick that thing up. Tries to wrap it around the boards. No good. There's a pickoff by McGinn. McGinn's moving it up the ice. Here comes Cole. All the way over to Kaprizov. Kaprizov over the line. Kaprizov takes it down low. Gets it tripped. And we've got ourselves a power play with 4:29 left to play. All right. This is the opportunity the Nordiques were looking for. A power play here. Man advantage. Gunnarsson in the box. See if we can get ourselves a goal here. Go ahead with just 4 minutes and 29 seconds left to play. Taking the face-off is going to be Zajac and Duchesne. Duchesne needs to win this back. Let's see if he can do it. There it is. Wins it back to the point. All the way over to Duchesne. Back to the point. Back to Duchesne. Duchesne with a shot from the blue line. That one goes wide. Penalty killers are able to gather that up. Send it 200 feet down the ice. That's where Ellis is going to pick it up. Runs himself into the boards. That's not good. Ellis gets wrecked. Got to love that EA programming where guys will run themselves into the boards for no reason. Another turnover there in the offensive zone is going to kill more time off that power play. And Ellis once again runs into the boards because, you know, that immovable object that you can see is difficult to avoid. Johansson drops it back to Ellis. Back to Johansson into the slot for Duchesne. Back to the point to Quixote. That's going to get cycled down low and then back to the half boards, all the way back into the middle. Ellis now down to someone, couldn't see the name, to Quixote. Quixote loses it. And that penalty is going to be killed off by the Nordiques, or by the Devils. Nordiques unable to score on the power play. Here comes Johansson all the way over to Nyquist. Nyquist over the line. He's just going to dump it down behind the net. Johansson gathers it up, runs himself into the board. Yes, we're having all sorts of trouble with not running ourselves into the board. Game speed is at 3. They shouldn't be doing this, but, you know, EA. Good times. All right. We're going to recover that puck. Defenseman kicks it all the way over to the other defenseman on the other side. He's going to take it through the neutral zone, passes it all the way across to Palat. Palat's got it, takes it down low. Into the slot. No shot there. Misses the opportunity. That puck gets turned over in the offensive zone, and here come the Devils. Powers through the neutral zone. Shea now. Green over to Nico. Back to Green. Green to Carrick all the way down low with a shot. That one's going to get picked up by Cole and shuffled out. Here we go. Dano into the zone. I like the speed of play right now. I think the sliders are working real well. Dano drops it back to the point. Ooh, he gets wrecked. Demir's on his back there on the ice. That's a terrible pass. That's going to go all the way down the ice, and we're going to have to go back and recover it. Mueller is going to kick it all the way over to Gauntz. Gauntz is going to give it away in the slot. Then no shot there, thankfully. Bratt now has it. Fading, 30 seconds left in the period. That's a turnover. Dano has it. He moves it all the way over. Gauntz now with it over the line. Gauntz with the last second opportunity. He gets it poked away. In the middle for Mueller. Mueller's not able to do anything with it. Gets kicked over into the corner where it gets tied up. Moves over to Gauntz. Gauntz over to Pelech. Pelech back to Mueller. He's just going to drop it down into the corner. Got it. Looking for somebody open for a shot here. Somebody needs to take a final shot there, and there it is. No good. And that's going to do it. We're going to overtime here. 3-on-3 overtime against the Devils. We have an opportunity. Picking up a point is a big deal for this team as it is such a close race for the playoffs. An opportunity right out front there from McGinn. And what a hit on Ellis there by Zajac. Holy cow. All right, let's see overtime. See the Nordique fans filling the stands, trying to win one in front of the home team, the home fans. Helps if I could speak. Man, I wish I wasn't sick. Duchesne to take the draw. Here we go. 3-on-3. Duchesne wins it. Over to Nyquist, up to Duchesne. Duchesne's just going to go and throw it on net. Get himself, well, he was trying to get a draw, but no pressure. And they were able to get it out of the zone easily. Here come the Devils. There's a drop pass to Severson. Severson with a nice little wrister there. That's out in the middle. Another big blast. That one is going to just be dumped too close to the line to handle. We can't seem to pick it up. Hall dumps it out front. Gives it up. Nico's got it. Drops it all the way into the middle. That one not quite able to get that shot off. Ellis trying to do everything he can to slow down this Devils team. He's going to bring it into the zone. He's going to try to take it in deep. Looking for somebody. Looking for anybody. Nyquist has it. Drops it back. There it is. Duchesne gets the goal. Overtime win. 2 points. That's going to put the Nordiques in a real good position to make the playoffs. We're going to have to see how this final game turns out. What a shot by Duchesne. What a shot by Duchesne on that dish from Nyquist. Let's take another look at that. There it is. Ellis looking for someone. Nyquist gets it. Little drop pass. Bingo, bango. It's in the net. Beats Schneider clean. Captain Duchesne with the game winner. Nice shot. All right. Way to go, boys. What a way to fight back and get themselves back in this game after an absolutely terrible start by Lehner. 3 goals on 10 shots for Lehner. He gets yanked. They end up putting him back in there after a moment to sit down, think about what he's doing. He ends up playing the overtime frame. He's able to hold them off long enough for Duchesne to get that game winner. Nice game, boys. Nice game. All right, that win puts us into a wild card spot. Let's take a look. Yes, we've got Carolina with 1 game left at 89 points and Buffalo with 1 game left at 88 points. All we have to do, I think, is get a point. A tie game against St. Louis. It's going to be close. Let's see what St. Louis is doing over here. St. Louis is also in a position where they need to win. Someone is not going to make the playoffs, it looks like. Looks like somebody's not going to make the playoffs here. It's either going to be us or St. Louis. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, maybe a tie for both teams will be enough. Maybe not. We'll have to find out. Let's get in here, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and sim this game as well. It's a super important game. You get 2 games this episode. Okay, let's take one final look on game day. Yeah, Buffalo is done. Buffalo doesn't threaten us anymore. And Carolina does. Carolina gets the win and we get the loss, and they're in and we're out. So we need to win this game. No. Yeah, if we win the game, we're in. If we tie the game, it'll depend on some other stats. So a win here would be really good. Let's, you know what? Who's played really, really well? You know who's played really, really well this year? Binnington. He's played excellent. Let's take a look here real quick. I'm going to show you this. Binnington, over the year, 26 games, 15 wins. All right, 9.25 with a 2.41. And then Lehner's played 59 games and had 29 wins. He's played less games by a long shot. Who do I want to play in this spot? I really think I want to play Binnington here. I want to give Binnington an opportunity. I really do. Lehner really, really screwed us up last game by letting in those early goals. We're going to give Binnington the start tonight. The pressure is there. This is a young kid. If he wants to make the team, if he wants that lucrative contract, a win right here to get us into the playoffs would go a long way. Let's see if he can do it. Simulate the game. Same as before. We're going to real time the first 2 periods, take a look and see where we're at. 8 times speed. Here we go. Come on, boys. Let's go. All right, there we go. At least he didn't let the very first shot in. Very slow start for the St. Louis Blues. That's good. That's good for us. 8 shots for Quebec, all the way up to 9. 10 shots in the first. Still no goals, but we're definitely shelling the goalie over there between the pipes for St. Louis. And through the first 20 minutes, only 6 shots for St. Louis, 13 for Quebec. No goals yet. We're looking for that first one. Who's got my first goal? Power play opportunity. No good. All right. Let's keep moving, keep shooting. I want to see shots continue to scroll up. Halfway through the game, still no goals yet. The first goal is going to be huge. The first goal is going to be absolutely huge. All the way down to 2 minutes left in the second. 40 minutes have been played. No goals yet. Both goalies are standing tall right now. Only 16 shots for St. Louis, 23 shots for the Nordiques. You got to think something's got to give here in the third period. Who's going to get that game winner? Who's going to get the first goal of the game? Let's find out. Here we go. And we're underway. Power play for the Nordiques. No good again. Power play for St. Louis. And they kill it off. Way to go, Nordiques. Halfway through the period, still no goals. 50 minutes have been played. We're coming down to the final 5 minutes. Are we going to overtime? Are we going to get that point? Yes, we are. All right. We're going to watch this 3-on-3 overtime. And that is excellent. Getting that point puts us in a decent position. If we can get the win here, we'll be in a great position. Final home game for a chance to make the playoffs. Can we get it done? Let's find out. And I'm going to be real interested to see if they put Lehner in the net here. If the computer defaults it in or if they're going to leave Binnington in. Not bad. 0-0 game going into overtime. This is a close, tight game. That's what we like to see. Both teams playing hard, not willing to give anything up because they both know that their shot at the playoffs are on the line right here. Duchesne taking the draw against O'Reilly. Here we go. And overtime's underway. St. Louis has the puck first. Here comes Tarasenko, little dangle. And that gets picked right off by Nyquist. And here come the Nordiques the other way. Nordiques, Duchesne with a dangle into the middle. No good. That's an odd man rush going the other way. Got to get back into position. Here they come. There's the opportunity. Save by the goalie. Duchesne's going to carry it over the line. Just going to get wrecked into the boards there. Wow, he gets hit hard. St. Louis is going to have a little bit of an opportunity, a little bit of an advantage here. That gets taken away very quickly as Duchesne gets back into the play. And Binnington is in net. He's just going to smother the puck, and we're going to get ourselves a face-off here. We're going to get the next line out there. Tarasenko, 76 points on the year for Tarasenko. Nice. Very nice year for him. Leads his team. Brassard taking the draw against Shen now. Richard is going to lose that back. Shen has it into the middle with a shot. That one's saved. Silverberg picks it up. He hits the boards. Wow. Everybody running into the boards and just getting absolutely wrecked. Brassard now. Ooh, breakaway for Brassard. He's on his horse. Can he do it? He does it. Brassard gets the game winner. We're going to the playoffs. That's going to do it. What a goal. Picks it off. Goes end to end. Just turns on the Rockets and gets all the way down there. Binnington stands tall there in the 3-on-3 overtime. So he has a couple real good saves, and here's Brassard. Just sells out at the end here. He beats Allen, goes into the net following the puck, and that's going to do it. Nordiques win the game. They're going to the playoffs. What a goal. What a goal. All right, with that win, we are in the playoffs with 92 points this season. You can take a look there. 44 wins, 34 losses, 4 overtime losses. We did almost everything in regulation. Okay, let's take a look at how everyone did this year. Start by looking at the forwards. Points-wise, Brassard, Palat, and Silverberg ended up with, and Nyquist, Duchesne, Johan. Yeah, these guys on the top 2 lines did their job. It looks like the first line struggled a little bit. Duchesne it takes maybe a few too many chances, but to be honest, I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do. We could probably switch Duchesne and Brassard if we wanted, but Duchesne is listed as a first-line forward with an exact potential of elite, so I don't want to do that. I'm going to leave him on the first line. We just need to get players around him that can maybe help him out. Palat played on the first line almost the entire year. In fact, if not the entire year. I'm pretty sure we left him up there. I don't know why he's a -6 when you look at Silfverberg and Nyquist. It's not like their defensive stats are that bad. So it just might be that the defensemen playing with them just weren't very good. I don't know. I can't explain why these guys are minus players this year. They put in some work. Take a look at the goals. Silfverberg led the team in goals this year for forwards with 24. 19 for Duchesne. Yeah, these guys are close to... We'd like to see these guys at 20 goals each. Yeah, but I mean, let's take a look at this. I mean, honestly, the shooting percentage based on the number of shots they take, these guys are all over 10%, except for Nyquist. Nyquist did not have a great year. If he could have maybe scored a few more goals, he could have been a 20-goal man. That would have been nice. But we're only talking about 4 goals there. So, kind of is what it is. These guys well over 10% shooting for half the year he played. Oh man, this guy. Let me tell you, I don't know what we're going to do with this guy. If he gets hurt again next year, like he got hurt this year, I don't know what we're going to do with this kid. He should not be getting hurt this badly. His durability is 85. That should be plenty fine. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this guy. We're going to have to keep a real close eye on him, though. 13 goals in 40 games. He would have been a 26-goal man if he had maintained that kind of output over 82 games. So, 26, 27, maybe even 30, depending on how good his shooting percentage stayed or not. And that's something to keep an eye on. But a little disappointing that he got hurt so much this year. All right, let's see. What else do we have going on here? Dano did all right. Yeah, for 82 games, not bad. 23 points. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things turned out. I mean, Lazar's a bit of a bust, but he seems to always be. All right, let's take a look at our defensemen. All right, points for defensemen. Demers, Quixote, Ellis, Cole, all putting up 20 points or more. That's pretty good. We had a couple defensemen with some goals. That's good. All right. Very interesting. And obviously, I'd like to see Dachin doing a little bit better, but we'll see how he grows over the summer and go from there. And then finally, we'll take a look at goalies. Lehner, I'm a little bit disappointed with Lehner, but not really, I guess. I mean, you figure he rounded up to 60 games. If he gets one more win, he's at 50% win rate. I'd like him to be higher than that. I'd like him to be around 60, 70% win rate. 913 could be better. A 2.7 is not great. I mean, he's passable. And then this kid, Binghamton really came through for us this year. Binghamton's the reason we are in the playoffs. It's just that simple. He's got a much better save percentage, much better goals against. Let's take a look at his poise is decent. You know what? I'm going to start him in the playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and start Binnington in the playoffs, I think. What do you guys think? Who should get the start in the playoffs? Lehner or Binnington? Both of them are roughly 50% players, right? Because 27 games and Binnington won 16, so slightly more than 50%. And then right around 50% for Lehner. But it's just in the regular season, Binnington had a better win percentage. Not a better win percentage, a better save percentage, better goals against. All around, just, I think, a better goalie. I don't know. What do you guys think? That'll be the big question. Who gets the start in the playoffs? Should it be Robin Lehner or Binnington? Make sure you leave a comment to let me know what you guys think about which of these two should get the start in the playoffs. Okay, now that we've looked at everybody's stats, we're going to go ahead and advance a day, get to the playoffs. Keep going here. There we go. Season complete. Season complete. And we're going up against Tampa Bay to start things off. All right, well, let's take a look at the playoff tree. We'll go through that real quick. Over in the East, you've got Washington and Pittsburgh. Philadelphia and Columbus, Boston and Toronto, and we're taking on Tampa Bay. So if we get past Tampa Bay, we got to find a way past Boston and Toronto. So this ought to be real interesting. Over in the West, you've got a heck of a start there with Colorado going up against Detroit. What a homecoming for Detroit. First year back in the playoffs, and they got to go up against an old rival like Colorado. That'll bring some old wounds back to the surface. Nashville and St. Louis. You've got Arizona and Las Vegas, and then San Jose and Winnipeg. All right, there is your Stanley Cup bracket for year number 1. We'll have to see who wins in the next episode. All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to jump right into the playoffs, where we're going to be doing a lot more real-time simming and watching of games. So I hope you guys enjoy that. We'll take care of round 1 in next episode, where we take on Tampa Bay and see if we can make it out of the first round. I really don't think we will. I think it's going to be probably, I would give us a 2 in 10 chance of getting out of the first round. But you never know. Crazier things have happened. If you guys want to leave comments below, we'd love to hear them. And if you want to tune in to check us out on our live streams, you can do that. We live stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we would love to see you there at The Final Knight Errant on Twitch. So thank you guys so much for watching. And we will be back again soon with another episode of our Quebec Nordiques NHL 19 franchise mode. Take care.